Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, everybody. We are
Hey everybody,
back.
we're back,
Yes. Don't
back
y'all
to
just
back
love? Don't
nights.
y'all just love Elaine's Christmas festivity? Look at her; she's all ready for the season and the holiday. I said that is too cute. Yes, yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Let us know where you're watching us from and type your name in so we can give you a shout out. We are excited that you are here.
Where are
And
you? Come on, people.
come on in, people. Yes, yes. God has been good. We had a
I
great
did
show
this just
last
for our
night.
guest tonight.
Yes, because it's lovely. It's lovely. Lovely. I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Ah,
That we had these people at my job where I used to work who every holiday they would always wear different, festive hats, the
yeah,
stockings,
that's
they would come in.
amazing.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
real creative.
this is the extent of my fastidiousness.
Yeah, some people love this holiday. I like the lights. John and I were talking about going and riding around and seeing the lights. We did it sporadically, like as we were shopping or something, but not on purpose. So yeah,
Yeah, we like looking at the lights too.
yeah, yeah. Some people do their houses up really, really nice.
Oh my gosh. Oh, go to Morristown. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's beautiful.
So we are here tonight, and we are here with D. Corey Shipley and the Bishop's Choir. We are excited to have him on the show. He's going to talk about his Christmas song. He's going to talk about his career as an indie artist and whatever else the Lord lays on the heart of Corey, we're going to listen to, and we're going to get into some good conversation and some fun. We like to thank you all for tuning in. We started off this series of indie artist Christmas music with Professor Craig Hayes on 2 weeks ago, right? 2 Sundays ago. Yeah,
Right.
and he shared his new song released by UMAC. It was
Yep.
wait, let me help me now. I always get it turned around. Joy, peace, and favor. I always get the words mixed up. And it's an awesome uh, orchestration, composition by Professor Craig. And so if you don't have it on your playlist, y'all know that's
Get
why
it.
we're here. So y'all can get some new music in your Christmas playlist.
And I keep forgetting to say, I had a blast being in the background.
Yeah, all right. So look,
Shout
Elaine,
out to the alto section.
yeah, Elaine's on that project. So go support, support, support.
Tamika Farabee, a lot of heavy hitters in the alto section.
Yeah,
Trisha Dixon. We had a good time.
that's what's up. And then last night we had on Charmaine Sanders and her version of Carol
Yeah.
of the Bells. Oh my
Um,
God, it was
what an
so
arrangement.
cool.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, definitely download that. She has some great things coming up. She was telling us about, and so if you want to know what they are, follow her on Facebook and Instagram. Go back and watch the replay. It was a great show last night. Along with her, we had Reverend Daryl Still.
Uh,
Yeah, he performed an original composition right there for us live.
no
He played
room.
it. Yeah, it's called No Room. And
Oh,
I tell you, it was,
incredible.
yeah, blessed,
So I
anointed
can't
man
wait
of
for
God.
his for to start recording his song.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Hit
gonna be
well all of
awesome.
his compositions because he wants to do a
A
Christmas
Christmas
CD, right?
album, yeah, yeah.
So we'll be working with him on that because that's what THSA Records is all about.
Yep, exactly. Hi, Myron. How are you? Where are you from? Where you at now, Myron? The last I saw you when you was playing bass in the band, you were in North Jersey, right? So where you at now? Let me know. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Like and share with your friends. We're talking about indie artist Christmas music. And we have
Uh,
with us tonight D. Corey Shipley and the Bishop's Choir. So
best music in the
all
world.
right, you still in North Jersey. Cool. That's what's up. Thanks for tuning in.
Hi,
Yeah.
Myron. Nice to meet you.
So we're not going to belabor any longer because y'all know we like to talk to the artists and get them laughing and have good fun conversation with them. So we're going to bring Corey on right now. And you guys say hello, hello, hello. Come on, shout it up for Corey.
Hey everybody.
D. Corey Shipley in the house.
Yes,
What's up?
yes,
What's up?
yes. It's good to
First off,
have
I
you.
have to say he is like one of my favorite people that I like to just watch. He doesn't like me to watch because he's always like, "Yeah, come on, Auntie Elaine. Yeah, no, yeah, come on, ad lib." I just want to watch because he's masterful in what he does. So
Oh,
I just had to say that.
I appreciate that. Growing up, before I knew that there was actual records that you played, I did a workshop playing the drums as a little kid, and Auntie Elaine sung "For My Liberty," and every time it came on the radio, I used to say to my aunt, "Did y'all see that? That's that lady that was at the service. That's that lady at the service." I never knew till I was older that was Yolanda
Yolanda.
Adams. I thought it was
I'll
Auntie
take it.
Elaine. Yeah.
Hello, Pastor Pitts. How are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Like and share, and we receive your blessing abundantly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes,
Amen. Thank you.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's get started.
That's how I
Yeah.
met Corey. That's how I met Corey. He was a drummer. I had
Yeah.
no clue he was a choir guy. I met him. He was playing drums. Yep.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I was just in where was I? San Francisco last weekend, and I played the drums out there, and people were like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, I said, "This is how I got into music." I said, "I've played the drums all my life." They was like, "We're not used to you doing this," and so yeah,
That's a good question because I remember you playing the drums, but I don't remember. Look at Kyle watching from work.
All
He's
right
tired.
now. Oh, let me get you off the screen. Let me take you off the screen.
When did you transition? Like, what did something specifically happen that you went from the drums to directing the choir? Because I mean, that means parts, sections, knowing the, timing, musicians. It's a whole lot to be in control of.
wow. So here it is, and neither one of these people, they didn't know that they were doing it at the same time. So I played the drums for Professor Hayes and United Voices, and at the same
Okay.
time, I was playing the drums at my church, Grace Cathedral.
Okay.
And so at the same time, Craig and Gene pulled me off the drums to start directing. Yeah, and they had no clue that at the same time they were doing that, and
Yeah.
then at the church, I was just fiddling around doing it, but then one Sunday night, there's the story right there.
Darren went to Holiday
Dan,
Chicken during service. Oh, so he
Darren,
wasn't there to direct?
Darren wasn't there to direct, and everybody's like, well, everybody's like, who's going to direct? And Gene turned around and was like, you're going to direct. And I was like, I'm not directing, I'm the drummer. And she was like, no, you directing. And I that was 20 something years ago, and
That's
I've been directing ever
hysterical.
since. Yeah.
Yeah, that. See, you were supposed to do that. I mean that how somebody else. What is a scripture in the Bible that talks about how God will, you don't want the rocks to cry out for you.
Yeah.
So that guy wasn't there, so somebody had to be there to
Right.
Some
do it.
somebody
And
had to do it, and it was
yes,
me.
yes,
It was me.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely.
That's hilarious.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was telling Elaine when she told me that you guys had a Christmas. When you reached out to me and then she said she knew it, I was like, let me play this song because I don't care what nobody say. The Bishop's Choir, y'all, they can sing. They don't
Thank
sing,
you.
Yes.
they sang.
I
They can
appreciate it.
sing.
Yes. Yes.
I am never disappointed ever.
Ah.
I gotta
And
say
I'm
this.
horrible. I'm
Yes,
horrible.
I gotta say this because it's the funniest thing. We were Saturday night, we had Thomas's golf event, his golf banquet, and oh Lord, what's her name? Kay? Faye? Kay?
Faye.
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 She's what's the
Alto.
last name?
Faye McGill.
She's a McGill.
Yeah.
So she was at the banquet. She came up to me and I was like, oh my goodness, what are you doing here? So she was with her brother. He plays golf.
Okay.
So that's all we could talk about was Pastor Lois Alexander's. First of all, we're going to talk about the 25th anniversary, which was ridiculous. But ridiculous, good, ridiculous. But Pastor Lois Alexander's family and friends, Corey had already told the choir, like, had talked to them and said, hey, what do y'all think about going? And they were like, oh, sure. And then she called them and said, hey, I want you guys to stop by. Well, they wrecked the house. There was nothing left. She's rebuilding right now. They're still rebuilding the church. This one right here, I told him, I texted him, I'm like, I'm still crying. And they had moved on to the next person. And I was still crying over how they ministered. It was just off the charts.
They go for it. They go in. They
That
no
night
stone unturned. Hey Annie, thanks for tuning in.
was
Let us know
definitely-
where you're watching from. How are
Annie
you?
65. She's watching from Trenton.
That was definitely a divine assignment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because like I said that night, we were out eating, and I was like, I'm gonna try to figure out how I can get the choir to go sing for Pastor Lois next Sunday. I was like, because I know it's last minute, and then one of our members, it was her birthday party, going on like right before that.
Chanel, right?
Yeah, Chanel, and she was like, oh, she was like, we'll be done, and I was like, okay, and so we went on over. Well, then she called me Pastor Lola called me that Thursday, and said, can you guys come sing? And I was in the lawyer's office. I said, give me a second. I'm gonna call you back because I'm at the lawyer's office. And I called her back and I said, you're not gonna believe this. I said, but we were actually coming to surprise you on Sunday. And she was like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah, we were coming to surprise you. And I had to hang up on her because she went into a praise break and wouldn't stop.
I love her so much.
Yeah.
She is real. And she does so much for everybody.
Yes.
And speaking of, even though this interview is about you, but I love the fact that you pull from different areas when you're putting stuff together. And the GMWA Central New Jersey CD.
Yes.
I have to listen to the beginning when she's.
Oh yeah, listen. The way she set that up, and she actually wanted to go in the studio and redo it, and I was like, absolutely not, because there was a piece where she actually messed up, but being that you go in the studio and do some different things, I went in and I changed what she messed up and I sent it to her. She was like, let's go with it, and yeah.
I listen to it all the time. It feeds me. It literally feeds me. Yeah. And I won't even go into the rest of the CD, which I love because I listen to every single song.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you just can't redo a part. Like when the Holy Ghost gives it to you in that moment, you cannot redo it. The engineer has to work his magic because you just can't capture that again.
Thank you, Carl. Yeah, no.
That's right. Every song is great. Every single song. And I mean, Corey set us up to the point where, I don't even know how we got through it because we were all just ready to lay down after we were done.
Oh, yeah. It was,
yeah.
I don't think it was a dry eye in the building.
It's incredible.
The last time I saw you, we were at the accountability session you set up, which was amazing.
Thank you. Yeah.
My brother, it was awesome, much needed. It was great. It was great information.
I'm actually getting ready to
part 2?
Set up part 2, yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because you know what? We do a lot of things. I like a lot of things. I do a lot of things, but at the end of the day, I'm a church girl all day.
Yes.
So I'm always, and now that everybody's live streaming, I get to go to like 10 to 15 churches. While Thomas is watching football on Sunday, I'm in he's like, it's 9 o'clock. I'm like, hey, they're still going. It's church in California. It's
you
in
can
Vegas.
watch it, everybody.
Doesn't matter, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I get to get that full experience and I never get tired. And the one thing I have not seen is another accountability. It is so important. And that's what I'm glad you brought it up, Katrice, because I was going to say, we need another session, but it's something that needs to be well, first of all, we talked about a lot of people that need to be there weren't there.
That how it always go down.
That thing was so informational. It was so
It
rich.
really was.
And Corey is brilliant because the way you set it up, and I want you to tell us why you set it up that way, how you had people from all different walks of musical life, even though they were tied to the church, but they had professional roles.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't even thinking that when I walked in. I just knew that accountability, like I'm always thinking like, how am I going to push myself to be more accountable, more present,
Yes.
and more in tune to what God wants me to do.
Yeah.
And it was like a curveball all the way, and I couldn't take my notes fast enough.
Yeah,
So
it was
tell us
great.
how you came about with the concept
So
and the lineup.
there was an issue that happened between. Well, let me even go before that. So for a while, God had been tugging on my heart about doing something for musicians and singers, and at first it was going to be called uh, Healing to the Minstrel.
Mm.
That's what it was going to be called at first, but then this situation arose between a pastor and a musician, and it turned out to be a big issue, and I got involved, and
Oh.
I got involved not knowing both sides of the story.
The story.
And then when I talked to the pastor, we had a heart to heart talk, and he told me what it was, and I heard his heart and what he was saying, and I said, you know what? I said I got to do something about it, because I couldn't be what they call me now, the OG in the city, and allow. And I'm not even that old. And they call me the OG.
Crazy. How's
I'm
you that
trying to
old?
figure that out.
I don't know, but
I'm a monument.
I was thinking
So-
the same thing, Elaine. What about us?
so
Relic.
yeah. So I said, you know what, I have to do something to pull people together, for this accountability piece, because if I'm playing for you and you're paying me, then let me know what it is that you need from me, what's expected. Do I need to dress a certain way? What time I need to be there? There's different things that I need to know, and then also
Expectations, yeah.
on the other side, you need to know what I expect from you. Because if I'm sitting there at your church and I'm playing, I don't want to hear Mary Had a Little Lamb every Sunday in your sermon. If I'm going to be there, then I expect you to feed your flock.
Yes.
And I don't want to have to do your job. I don't want to have to go out there and do praise and worship for 45 minutes because you're late. And
How much fallow
on now.
brown can you break up?
Exactly.
Come on
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. So and then when it came time to like really set it up, and I called around and talked to everybody that was on the flyer. Excuse me. Bishop Hayward Hamilton, Apostle Louis Young. Those two guys, they couldn't make it that day, but they promised me that the next time they'll be there. But
Oh, good.
Tamika Furby, S.T. Bullock, Gary Diggs,
It was great. It was phenomenal.
Gerald Hayward, Scott Cumberbatch, Aaron Draper,
Aaron.
all
Yeah, Aaron.
they all was like, you know what, this is needed. We'll be there. We'll be
Yes.
there, and and the way I had the panel set up, it just happened that way. That I was just looking like, okay, well, so who can I put together when they sit down at the table,
Okay.
and I chose it that way up. And once again, Pastor Lowe's Alexander, she spoke to me one time about something, and I definitely heard her heart, and I was like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
we can't let the people do you like this because you're
Right,
like
I know
right,
that's right.
you one of the
right.
nicest people on the face of the earth."
I'll take my earrings off of
Right?
her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, um, you know, and
Mhm.
what surprised me about the whole thing was that um, there were more preachers there than musicians.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yes, it sure was. It sure was.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And you know, because people they want to know what's going on and here because if one thing I learned about being at my church, um, so I started playing the drums in my church at 11, and I joined at 21. Uh,
Wow.
and I've been there ever since. But one thing that Bishop Wilcox definitely teaches over at Grace is order. Um, and we can't do anything ministry wise and not have order.
That's
Yep.
right.
So
That's right.
if we don't have accountability, we don't have order.
That's
Hmm.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm glad you said that because a lot of times, and I don't want to get deep, a lot of times they say, well, the Baptist church is so traditional. There's a difference between tradition and order. Those are two different
Two
things,
different things.
Yes.
and
Yes.
they always want to confuse, how things are set and in
Two
order.
different
But
things.
that's different than being in order. That's
Yeah.
being traditional,
Yeah.
and they get that
Yeah.
confused.
Right.
But that class was tremendous, and I got so many nuggets
Yeah.
from Gary Diggs. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness,
He
Aaron
Gary was
Draper.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, what was the name of is he a bishop? The older guy, he wasn't even older. He was
He
young
was a
too,
younger guy. He sat in the middle of the last group.
right? And he said he's now
He
the
father over his father's
he
church
like
or something
right.
like
He's
that.
over everything, but he's
Everything.
like because he was a musician,
Oh,
they
oh,
think
oh,
he
Joe Thompson.
Yes.
Yes. Oh
Yes.
my
Joe Thompson.
goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And that's the other thing is that people forget that pastors and leaders, they were
They were
musicians,
Yes.
musicians.
Yeah.
So just have a
before they were called
conversation.
into ministry.
Just have a conversation because I'm sure they've been where you sat before.
Oh yeah.
If not
Absolutely.
Yeah.
worse, coming up when they were doing it.
Yes.
Some of them were in
I
worse
can't wait.
situations.
I can't wait for you to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Yeah.
and you know what? Who was there? Ray Holloman.
Yes. Yes. He came through. Yeah. He actually he texted Aaron and was like, "See if it's all right." I was like, "See if it's all right." Come
See
on,
if it's
man.
all right. This kid is all over
Come
the
on.
country.
Come on. I met Ray in Aunt Glenn and Uncle Richard's living room. That's where
Yes,
that's
he
where I met
played for
Ray
the
Ray.
family.
Yeah.
And I mean, he just so humble.
Yes.
And
Yes.
for him, he could have just been resting because
Mhm.
he travels everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for him to come, never, and that's what I love. You had people that did not, they still know the importance of the church,
Yes.
the ministry
In their lives. Yep.
Yes.
in their lives,
Yep.
even though they're in these, it's their profession.
Yeah.
They still have that, that's their priority.
And
Yeah.
that's one thing. That's one thing that I really wanted those like Gerald and Aaron, and Joe and Gary to really bring out because they do a lot outside of church.
Yeah.
Especially like Gerald and Aaron. They travel in and out of the country. Like prime example. Aaron is right now is with Adele as she's doing her residency out in Las Vegas. So
Okay.
that's a whole nother level of accountability to
Yeah.
have out there in Las Vegas doing a residency.
Absolutely.
So I wanted them to really be a part of it so that they could let people know that it's you got to have accountability out there as well in here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So,
would you
go
no,
ahead.
I was just gonna ask, was he tired of regular Christmas music? That's why he made the
Uh,
song and had
man,
to change it
so
up or do something to it.
Yes.
don't get me wrong. I like it. Growing up at the church that I grew up in, we we studied the hymn book.
Yep. Me
So
too.
yeah, so as far as for I know all the Christmas songs,
Yeah.
but but I and all right. So my father, when I was born, my father wasn't saved, and so when I would go to his house, I listened to
Michael
George
Jackson
Clinton.
Christmas.
Yeah, well, I listened.
Jackson.
I listened to George Clinton,
Okay.
Chicago,
That's
Yeah.
where his.
Bootsy
Yeah.
Collins, and everything like
Okay.
that. And then here at
I love
home,
Bootsy now.
my grandmom
Yeah.
had everything from Clara Ward to the Hawkins. So
Okay.
My
uh,
girl.
my thing has always been, how can I combine the traditional
You
with
married those.
my
Yep.
my funk upbringing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, so that's how we got Silent Night. And also that was the hardcore James Hall era as
Yeah.
well. So
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
kind of hear the James
Yeah.
Hall
Hear that in there.
influence
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well.
you did it in a way that the Bishop's Choir has a signature.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They have a
Y'all heard me
signature
Y'all-
sound.
They do.
Yeah, I don't care where you guys go, it's a
You know it's
signature
them. You
sound.
know
Oh
it's
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
something just jumps inside of me. I always act like I'm hearing them for the first time. I don't know what that is. It's just like I get this
Because
like
it's good when music is good like that, and it's like that. You know what I mean? Just like you play the same songs, like you got your jams that
Yeah.
you like, and
Yes.
they on repeat
Yes.
on your playlist.
Yeah,
It's
yes.
like that when
now
music is good, the way it is.
I'm in the car right now, and I'm Professor Hayes song come on. I'm in. So if anybody knows me and Professor Hayes, we used to travel up the East Coast in his Burgundy BMW. Him, and Byron Ravenel, and everywhere we went, we sung 3-part. Even if we was on a plane, we would be singing 3-part harmony. And we on everybody's record with hard vibrato. So now when you get to that ending part, the peace, joy, fame, like I'll be barking it like
Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
too.
yeah.
Yeah. And we're gonna play the song, and let's see what the people got to say.
Okay, let's do
You're
it.
gonna love it. They gonna love it.
I
Don't
love
forget,
it.
y'all,
I love
download, get ready, get your playlist ready.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. It's the Bishop's Choir. We have a little message for you, and it just says, Silent Night, Holy Night. All is calm, all is right. Here we go, choir. Come on, soprano, say it. Yeah. Holy night. All is calm. All is bright. Let's say it again. Silent night. Yeah. Holy night. All is calm. All is bright. Come on, you can clap your hands a little bit. Round your verse. Mother and child. Holy infant song. Tender and mild. Hey. Woo. Sleeping heavenly peace. Yeah. That sounds so sweet. Do it again. top one more time. Silent night. Hey. It was a holy night. Can't you see it? All is calm. And all is bright. Let's take it out. Wow! Second choir. Mother and child. Holy infant soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
We brought a friend with us. Come here, Malcolm, sing it for us. Hey. God wants you to sleep and nothing leave me. It was a silent night, and it was a holy night, you said. All was calm and all was bright, but there was something going on in the heavenlies. There was a peace that went throughout the earth, and God wants you to get some sleep. Even in the midst of the pandemic, God wants you to get you some sleep. Hey, just be at rest and get some sleep. Y'all singing choir. Glory to God in the highest peace on earth.
Glory.
Let's sing it up. That come the name of the Lord. Just be anxious for nothing, but in everything and in prayer and in supplication, make your request and your petition to God. And the peace of God that passes all understanding, it will guard your heart and your mind, and it will keep going. Hey, you gotta let it go. You gotta turn it over. No matter what it is, God can. He is a problem solver. He's a mind regulator. He's a heart fixer. Yes, it was a solid night, a holy night. Sleep in heavenly peace. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one question.
Uh-huh.
When you get these arrangements in your head, or when you're writing a song, you just know they're gonna be able to hit those high notes. You don't care. That's just what you hear.
So what's funny about it is when we used to do the song, we didn't modulate. So when we went to the church to do the vocals, I let them know. I said I got a couple changes, and it was like, oh boy.
I know their faces dropped.
And so that little middle part, when we go to the ramp, that sleep, that little part there, I added that, and it was like, okay, that's nice. And it's like, what else? I said, oh, we modulate. It was like, we do what? And I was like, yeah, we modulate. It was like, oh, okay. Let's see if we can do this.
This is not my contract.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what.
Right.
And yeah, one thing I definitely say about the Bishop's Choir is that
Tell it, Lori. I love the twins. Tell it,
What-
Lori.
one
don't
thing
care.
one thing I'll say about it is if I throw it at them, they're not scared to try it.
That's
then-
the thing. That's
yeah,
why
they're
they
not-
just
That's
stand
why they're
out.
great. That's why
Yeah.
they're
Right.
so
That's why they're
good.
great,
Yup.
and they stand out among
Yeah.
so many
Yup.
other groups.
And
I mean, which leads us back to this. If you didn't get Silent Night, you better get it.
Get
please get it. Yes.
Download
Download it right now. Get it.
Yeah. Go support
Because-
them. Go follow their Instagram, their Facebook.
Add
you
it
can
to your
also get it on
playlist.
Spotify. Go to Spotify.
Yeah.
Go,
Get on Pandora. Get it everywhere.
Yeah, get it everywhere. Download it in your car. Do it
Yes.
on every device. Cause some stuff you could some places you could just stream it. They still
Yeah,
get credit
yeah,
for that. You
Yeah.
guys
Oh,
know,
good.
every time you stream it, Amazon, all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And we get credit for that when y'all stream our music. Just
Yes.
like if you buy
Yes.
it, we get credit for that too.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
I had an iPad, and I don't know where it's at, but I have my own playlist of all my music, and I just let that run all day.
All day. All day. All day. That's how you get to 1,000 streams and stuff like that. That
Yeah.
counts. All of that counts. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the good thing is that it's great music. It's
Yes.
great
Great
music.
Appreciate it. Yes.
Yeah.
It's great
You know,
music.
You guys know we're here because our heart was to give you a more exciting playlist for Christmas music. I was
Yes.
like, Elaine, let's just do some independent artists and their original music, and
Yeah.
we can get people to download their stuff. Let's get some of our friends to
Yes.
come on, because those of you who know me and my sisters who's been watching the show, me, my sisters, and Pastor Bubby Fan will be on tomorrow night on
Okay.
This Exposed with Levi Peterson, and Michelle Thomas is the host, and Bubby was the one that produced our Christmas album, so we're going to be on there talking about our Christmas music.
So
That's tomorrow night at 8.
Bub is actually the person that recorded the vocals for Silent Night.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Lori, I can tell you, he don't care. He don't care.
They don't care. Corey don't
Me sing
care.
Soprano. Had me singing soprano on my sister's CD.
Now I don't know if does Bubby Fan sing?
Do you sing Pastor Fan? He on
Yeah.
your ask him.
No,
The reason I say that because Corey Shipley can hit all those notes.
But
If
Bub
he's thinking them,
Bub
he
sing
can
a
do
little
it.
bit.
Huh?
But Bub sings a little bit.
That's a
But,
well-kept secret.
yeah.
So we're all going to be looking to hear the next. I know he can preach.
And then we're gonna modulate 6 times
Yeah.
when he's singing.
You got to put him in the tenor section. Let him modulate.
Corey hit my line.
yes, exactly.
He's
Oh my
great.
God, this
He
is
is
great.
great.
Oh, now he's talking trash. Oh what?
Oh what?
Yeah, exactly.
Hilarious.
Yes.
Well, you
What is
just
fun?
had the 25th anniversary,
Yes.
and that was unbelievable. You had groups from all over. And now, yes, Bubby Fan sings.
Say hi, Paulette. How you doing?
Awesome. I want to hear that.
There you go, Bub. There you go.
So, now, and that's what created. Now you have a new CD out as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I have that. So
Yeah.
tell them, not only can they go get this Christmas single,
All right now.
Silent Night, there's a new CD out there.
Yes. November 18th, we released a EP called Hold On. So we actually put Hold On out in what is that? Appreciate you, Bob. Yeah, thank you. It was wonderful to work with you too, man. We put Hold On out in 2019.
Yeah,
We put Hold On out in 2019, and
that song. Oof.
we were actually going to gear up to do a live session in 2020,
Okay.
and COVID happened,
Yeah.
and so it shut down all the plans. So we got to maybe about maybe like August in 2020, and I said, I just want to do music. Like I was hearing music in my head. I was like, we got to find a way to work on some music, so we had just put a brand new digital mixing board in the church. So I called some musicians to the church, and I said, let's record some stuff, and that's what we did. We recorded the music, and then I hit Bubby up. I was like, Bub, can you come in and get these vocals? And he got the vocals, and we put Hold On out, and it's doing good right now. People kind of gravitated to Hold On, throughout the whole season, COVID season.
I know.
And
Yeah.
church choirs all over the nations, they've been killing that song. Every time I turn somebody on, somebody is singing it, and I mean
That's awesome.
the leads they're going for it.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying it. But yeah, November 18th we put out EP Hold On. There's 6 songs on there. Hold On, I Survived It.
Yep. Tyree Webb, right?
Yeah, Tyree Miller.
Tyree Miller. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Tyree Miller.
Tyree
He's
Miller.
a beast.
Yeah, Tyree Miller. He vocal aerobatics.
Yeah,
at his
he's
best.
insane. I mean, I was there for the anniversary, and I was like, this kid.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard him before, but I was like, I
When-
just
when-
want to push him down the steps.
when we were in the studio, and he was singing, I kept looking like, yo, you not gonna stop? Like he kept going, and I was like, oh man, this is crazy. But yeah, Tyree on well, let me back up. Tiffany on Hold On, like
Tiffany's.
I gave Hold On to Jean to lead. But Jean was like, she said no. She said give it to Tiffany. I said, you sure? She said, yeah, give it to Tiffany. And when we went to North Carolina one time, and every time we got up to sing, and it was at the same church. Every time we got up to sing, they request for Tiffany to sing Hold On. Like we sung Hold On at least like 4 times that weekend
I can
at the
believe
same
it.
church.
Well, he
Wow.
knows. He knows when Glenn passed. When Glenn passed, my sister passed. Corey's like, "What do you need?" I said, "Corey, we please sing Hold On while we're
Yeah.
coming in."
Yeah,
Because
Elaine was telling me, yeah.
that song.
yeah.
Because there's only 2 songs that I will say. Katrice did a song, Grace and Favor, and I featured on her song, Grace
Okay.
and Favor, and Hold On. Those are the 2 songs that have carried me through this
Wow.
season.
Yeah, so Hold On has Tiffany on it, and I Survived It with Tyree, and then the remake of With Joy We Draw Water, from the
Oh, yeah, that
Caravan.
was so
Ah, that's a good. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I had hit Bishop Lyles up, because one thing I'm never going to forget those who were doing it before us, and
Yeah.
I hit Bishop Lyles up, and I said, do you mind if we cover With Joy We Draw Water? He was like, you want to do that? I was like, why not? And
It's
he was
hot,
like,
too.
he was
It
like,
is so
sure. He's like, go ahead and do whatever you want to do. And I was like, okay, no problem. And I called Richard Tubb Smith from down in the Atlantic City area, and he co-produced the song with me. And we came up with the arrangement, and then we put Kyle on the lead and let Kyle
Yeah,
do
guess who called me? Auntie Elaine, what's the words?
Right. We put Kyle on the lead, and he did his thing, and then if With Joy We Draw Water is actually it's actually our tribute to the New Jersey gospel music scene.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I love the names he listed.
on the way out of the song, like on the musical reprise, I mentioned some people that are still doing it and that are alive,
Wonderful.
and then I also mentioned some people who passed away, like Reverend Lawrence Roberts, Jeff Davis, which was New Jersey's drummer.
Yes, absolutely.
Bishop Jeff Banks, people like that. So just mention their names, and then What's after that? Then we did it. We remade one of our songs from our first CD, called "God You Are," um,
Cool.
and we brought back Elder Eric Mullen, who narrated on the song. He narrated on the original, and then he
Mm-hmm.
narrated on this. And when I was
Oh,
in the studio mixing, the mixer he said, man, y'all spared no expense this time. And I was like, why you say that? He's like, yo, you got TD Jakes on the record. I was like, nah, that's not TD Jakes. That's not
So
TD Jakes.
let me ask you this. So do
Yeah.
you prefer collab? Because like a lot of artists, even myself, are now collaborating with
Hmm.
other artists. I love it. I think we were actually talking about it with Professor Craig, how when you get in the room with other creatives, like your idea just becomes so big. Like it's just like they just don't stop coming. Like the ideas. Like how do you feel about collaborating and
Oh,
all of that?
I love to collaborate. So and that's is what I get from Professor Hayes. So he would call us, myself and Byron, and whoever was playing the bass at the time. He would say, "Meet me at the church," and we said, "Oh, all right." We go down to the church, and he would sit on the organ, and he would tell me to play a certain beat. I would start playing the beat, and then next thing you know, he would be sitting on the organ and just fumbling around. It made no sense what he was playing, and then finally, a song came out of it. And it was like, wow, that's incredible. Like, so yeah, I don't mind collaborating. I think it's great. You know,
Yeah.
once you get a few minds together, there's no telling what'll come out of it.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
love it. I absolutely
absolutely.
love it. Yeah, yeah. But we're not gonna hold you any longer. We're short on time. I just want you guys to show Corey some love. Continue to support us. We like I say every show, we can't do this without you guys. We're independent artists and we're out here and we're just trying to do what God has called us to do, writing these songs and lifting up God and glorifying the kingdom of God. The things that Corey are doing, support them. When you see the accountability, don't forget to, sign up or register, because you will, if you are an independent artist and you're on here and you're listening to this,
You need
you
to
need
be
to
in that
be
place.
there. You need
Yes.
to be there in
Yes.
any capacity. Like whether you're a musician, a singer, whatever you do, you need to show up because it was really great information.
Yeah.
Um,
This next time I'm actually working on bringing in producers.
oh
Um,
yeah,
yeah, some
yeah,
Amen.
producers to
yeah,
to
absolutely.
actually talk about the whole recording piece and
Yeah.
being accountable
Wow.
in the
Yeah, I
studio.
mean, like, look,
Yeah.
it's a whole different. Look, I had to let musicians go. Time is money when you hit that
Yes.
studio, and
Yes.
we've been
Yes.
practicing for like 2 and 3 months. We've been
Yeah.
singing this stuff out, and we get in there, and I get that people get nervous when they figure that, but you can't get nervous to the point where you wasting my money.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I love you, but maybe next time. I'm so
Mm,
sorry. Like, yes, no, it is no joke. It's a whole different ball game, and you need to be accountable to respect the engineer's time, and then on both sides, because I've been
Yes.
in the studio where we're there, everybody ready, we good to go. Here come the engineer, all slow. Now you want to set up? Yo, no, my set
Right. Right. Right.
was
Right.
supposed to start
Right.
an hour ago. What are you doing?
Right.
Like,
Right.
and then you still want to
it's
charge me? Yeah,
costing
no,
money.
no, thank you. Like,
What
tell me up
before
front
Corey
that's how you
goes,
operate. Then we'll be an hour late. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, no,
right?
that's
Before you
crazy.
go though, Corey, what else do you have on your schedule, on your roster? What else is going on? I know it's the
Man. So,
Christmas season, so we're just a little rest.
Yeah, what are you doing?
well, yeah, well, resting right through here, but in my mind, I have a lot of things that
I know
definitely
the
going to
wheels are
do.
spinning.
Definitely going to do next year with the choir. But I also have some personal things that I want to do. I may mention over at Pastor Lois's church about doing a concert with Elaine and Pastor
That would be
Lois
fun.
and
Yeah,
a
Oh, that'd
couple
be
other
fun.
ladies, doing a women in worship
that'll
concert.
be nice.
And then
Mm,
I don't I the Lord laid upon my heart a couple months ago to go back and to re-record my personal record that I did.
Okay.
I was actually signed to a company some years ago, and it just for me it just wasn't right. And so I'm going to go back and grab some of those songs and write some new things, and going to do it, probably the latter part of next year. Corey and Friends.
Okay.
Corey and
We'll do it
Friends.
up. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Very nice.
yeah.
If you had to pick your best, not your best, your favorite Bishop's Choir song, I know this is a hard question. What would it be?
Well, I would definitely have to say, my favorite Bishop Squire song is "All Things."
Is what? All
All
things work
all
together.
things. Um,
Ooh.
I even though we're tired of singing it,
Mm-mm.
this
I
year
know they
actually
get tired. We don't get tired of hearing it.
this
Exactly.
this year made 20 years that 20 years ago we recorded "All Things."
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and wherever we walk in the door, somebody say, what I want to hear y'all sing, and I'm like, well, that's not on the list tonight.
I know, right?
Can't do
We've been
that.
practicing something
That
Yeah,
else.
doesn't work.
it's not on the list tonight. But then while we're singing, I'll feel the tug on my heart, and
Put
we
it in
go
there.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah, that song is. I never get tired of it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love it.
And I will have to say, running a close second now is Hold On.
Oh yes. Oh God.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I wrote Hold On for someone else, and then we sung it, messed around and sung it at a concert that we were having, and I was like, I
Yeah.
was like, I
Bad
don't
idea.
know. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, you know what's so funny? Like Pastor Lois mentioned at the family and friends that she tried to exercise to, I forget what song she was talking about. So, yeah, I, she said, "Call me stupid, call me stupid." I tried to like exercise to hold on.
Ah.
Oh, I got tired.
It'll make you like I was walking in the summertime, and I walked to the whole CD, but hold on is the one that people are liking the most. It's
It's
pretty
a
good.
great
Yeah.
song.
Yeah. That's what people need to hear. They need to have that in their spirit that you got to hold on.
And you got to hold on. We can never feel like I, it makes me nervous when I feel like people are really hopeless. And of
Yes.
course, that's been the big
Yes.
thing of
Yeah.
hearing how, this whole season of the pandemic and how your particular age group,
Yes.
depression is
Yeah.
Oh
just
yeah.
rampant.
Yeah.
And we can't just say that it's isolated, that it's just those that don't know the Lord. It is
It's
those that
everywhere.
are in church every single day
Yep.
that are dealing with, that know the Lord, that pray
Yep.
and fast, and they're still fighting this.
Hmm.
And I mean, I just wish they'd hold on,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
because
Yes.
it really is. There is, there is that next moment that something could change. That is
Oh
about
yeah.
to
Most
change.
certainly. Most
That is the
certainly.
breakthrough, and I really
Yes.
trust and believe God for that. Is that when you're at your lowest, that's when the breakthrough really is coming.
Yeah.
And if they just hold on,
If you just
While
just
if
hold
they
on.
hold on,
Just
just
hold
listen,
on.
y'all. If they
Yeah.
hold on while they wait,
while they wait,
God will, while they're doing it, they can praise, and
Yes.
His
my
grace
God,
and favor is
yes,
covering you.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
bless your name,
absolutely,
You
Jesus.
put it all together, right?
put
God
it
bless
all
your
together.
name, Lord. Because I'm telling you, it's all in the
Yes,
Yeah.
word. Look, when you write those songs and you stay in the word,
yes.
and you playing that stuff, you gotta get that in your spirit like that, y'all. Put that in
Mhm.
y'all playlist like that. Hey, Donnell, how you doing?
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah. How you doing? Yeah,
yes,
I
that's
have to
right.
say before we get off, I have to say that I thank you guys for tonight. This today is actually my father's birthday.
Oh wow.
oh, I'm
Yes,
so glad you're doing something.
yes, my father's birthday, and I've
Oh,
never done an interview or never even really felt like talking on his birthday.
Oh, what a
Oh, happy
Yeah,
blessing.
birthday
so
to your father.
yeah,
Yes.
Thank you for
Thank you
yeah,
for
being an
coming
example of
on.
stepping out of your comfort
Yes.
zone,
yeah.
Yeah.
because that's got to be tough.
Oh
See,
yeah,
I'm so grateful for Corey. He is such an example. People got to push. They got
You
to
oh
gotta
push
yeah.
push
You
because
past
that
got
it.
to
is
push.
tough.
Yep.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
tough.
Yep. Yep.
Oh my goodness, what a blessing.
Happy
So
heavenly
now you have
birthday
to
to
do
your
something
dad.
every single time in
yeah.
honor of your dad.
Right. Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yep. You done started a trend now.
Right, right.
Gotta keep it going.
What a
Yeah.
Gotta
blessing.
keep it
That is
going.
so awesome.
Well, I'm honored that you decided to do our show because
What a
my dad
tribute.
was his. I don't know if y'all remember those CBD players, CB players that used to have radios that used to have in the car,
The
and everybody
CBs,
had a
record breaker
handle.
Yeah,
19.
yeah, 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 yeah.
My dad's handle was the Music Man, so I never forget when he passed away. That was the first time I ever did not live up to a date that I had a concert,
Oh
and he
wow.
passed away like the following weekend. It was in the summertime, and I just couldn't. I mean, we were dressed, ready to go, and we couldn't. I couldn't walk out the door. I just couldn't do it. That was
Wow.
the first time I
Wow.
ever turned down an engagement. But I know how you. I understand. But they in
Yeah.
heaven
Mhm.
and they happy and they
Oh
smiling
yeah.
at us
Oh yeah.
and they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, do it, yeah. He's
Yes.
listening to your music and hearing the funk and all of that kind of
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Yes,
Oh
he
Yes,
yeah.
is. He's
yes,
like, that's
Oh
my
yes,
yeah.
boy. That's
That's
yes,
right.
right.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
And
we're
I love it
grateful that you
because
came.
some of our followers overlap, some of our friends and followers overlap.
Yeah,
But, tonight we're bringing together a whole different, we're
Oh
opening a
yeah.
whole nother aperture of
yes,
followers for the Bishop's Choir and D. Corey
yes,
Yes.
Shipley.
Yes.
Um, they are they're like an entity of one, but then they're two entities because Corey is all over the place representing, not only himself but the Bishop's Choir, and he's just an incredible gift,
GMW,
and
GMWA, everybody.
GMW,
Yeah.
everybody. So
yeah.
it's just wonderful. So,
Mm.
and people have, this will go, Katrice will post it and they'll be able to hear it if they missed it. But I'm hoping that folks have had a good time tonight.
Yeah. I
I
pray. I pray.
do, Cautious
Hey,
Genius,
thank you,
Minister
Carla.
Carla.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
So we
One more
are
thing.
so grateful that
Let
you.
me just shout out
Oh
real
yeah,
quick.
go ahead. Sure.
Bishop Wilcox and the Grace Cathedral family,
Oh
Love
Jean,
them.
yeah.
uh,
Love them.
our the deceased first lady, Lady Wilcox,
Lady
who actually
Wilcox.
she named the choir. So
Oh,
yeah, we'll
awesome.
never forget her. Yeah, well, we were getting
Never.
ready to do something for Bishop, and we combined all the choirs of the church together, and that's how we got the Bishop Choir. Because we was like, well, what are we
Oh,
going to name it? She was like, name it the Bishop's Choir. We was like,
Yeah.
name it the Bishop's Choir. Yeah,
oh,
Awesome.
yeah,
so
Awesome.
refined. She was a
yeah,
Yes.
beautiful, beautiful woman.
Awesome.
yeah.
Well,
God bless
thank you
the
so much
family.
for being here,
You're
Corey.
welcome.
We
You're
pray you have
welcome.
a blessed Christmas, your
You too
family,
as well.
everything that
Yes,
Yes.
you guys
yes,
do. We're here. We'll have you back again. Maybe we'll do another genre or another type of music and we'll have you
hey,
back and we'll
hey,
talk about all of that kind of stuff.
I can come back and talk about the new record.
Yeah,
We can
yeah,
play some of the songs from
absolutely.
that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Hey,
Chastity.
Oh,
Chastity.
Chastity, love you too. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep,
Well, we have to
yep.
do that because Corey's just his resume is
It's
just
so
so long.
vast. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
vast.
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I just
Yeah.
love God.
I
Yeah.
know that's right.
I know
I
it.
know
I
that's right.
know it. I know it. All right, everybody.
Yeah.
Well,
Corey's an
thank you for tuning
OG.
in. We pray grace and peace over your family. Y'all know what to do this season. If you
Yes.
don't do anything else, love on somebody.
Yes.
Somebody
Absolutely.
needs love. Everybody doesn't get happy around this time of year. So show some extra love to your friends and family, to your neighbor. Remember that we are representatives of the kingdom of God at all
Absolutely.
times. And so, we got to do what we do and do it for the kingdom and do it to the best of our ability. Don't forget to tune
Yes.
in Wednesday night. Me, my sisters, the Carrie Sisters, Heart to Heart, and Pastor Bubby Fan will be on Gifts Exposed, doing the same thing we're doing here, sharing new
Yep.
Christmas music that you can add to your playlist. That's what I do starting New Year's Eve. My playlist be on the TV. It be playing while I'm cooking, while I'm doing stuff, giving out gifts or whatever. And so I got some new stuff on my playlist this year. We are
Right.
grateful for you guys tuning in. Go like and share THSA
Please.
Records. The Holy Spirit abides. We are starting out new. trying something different, just listening to what God has for us to do. If you're 35 and older and you've always wanted to record, hit us up. We got you. We're going to try to walk you through it. You're never too old. This is your season. This is
Yes.
the season. Yes. Thank you, Corey.
Thank
We
you.
love you. Good
Love
night,
you too.
everybody.
Thank
Have
you,
a
Aunt
Merry
Elaine.
Christmas.
Love
Yes.
you.